welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. Oh my god, I am so excited for today's video because today we're gonna go there, okay? This is gonna be a juicy read. We are tapping into who is gonna come in and provide for you. So specifically, if you are looking for a provider, if you are looking for that kind of relationship, listen, I'm gonna give you your reading today. And if that's not what you're looking for, congratulations. You can sit here and watch just for the tea, but we're gonna get into, for those who are looking for a provider, sugar pop, sugar mom, whatever you're looking for, okay? We don't judge over here, baby. I am here for you. We're getting into this tea. I'm so geeked. I'm so excited for this reading. So we're going to see how you're meeting them as well and what they're like, but specifically if you were looking for that nature of a connection, I got you. Don't worry, I got you. And also in the description, my Etsy is in there. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. I also offer custom spell work, manifestation candles, all sorts of stuff on there. So that's where you can holler at your girl if need be. But other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings. For group one, we have the green stone, and we're going to be using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. For group two, we have the yellow stone, and we're going to be using Miss Cleo's Tarot Power Deck. For group three, we got the pink stone, and we're going to be using the Modern Witch Tarot. And group four, we have the red stone, and we're going to be using the Gilded Tarot Royale. So like I said, pause the video if you need more time with the piles, but we're just going to get into this tea. All right, if you chose group one with the green stone, this is your reading, okay? Those who get it, get it. We're tapping into your provider, and group one, this is a safe space, period. So let's see all about it. Spirit, this is for group one with the green stone. Show us their provider. What are they like? What are they all about? For group one, the person coming in to provide for them. Show us that person and that person only. Ooh. I feel like this person is a good mix. It's like they have a little zest to them. And you, group one, you may be like looking for a provider, but not exactly like, oh, I want it to be like a, you know, feel like a sugar pop in an arrangement or that kind of thing. Because, you know, you need someone who you can also have fun with. It's like, yeah, okay, at the end of the day, like, listen, you're gonna have to come up off these bills. Okay, listen, you're gonna have to provide. But I want to have fun. And I see you attracting that. We have free spirit and free thinker. Oh, I really wish I could think of someone at the top of my head to describe this energy, but this is like the old head that people actually like to spend, you know, time with, because they're cool. Like, you know, they're older, but it doesn't feel like that. You know, to be honest, Snoop kind of gives me that kind of vibe, like Snoop Dogg. Like, he's an old head, but definitely doesn't feel like, oh, this is someone who doesn't have youth, or like 2 Chainz even. Those are rappers, so that's kind of different. But just to say, like, it's giving me a vibe where it's like this person, they feel young at heart and you still have fun with them. They're adventurous. They're not, you know, super stuck in their ways. They want to see what you bring to the table. They like to have fun. So they're looking for a connection with someone who makes them feel like normal, that doesn't make them feel like, oh, this is like, you know, just serious, or, you know, this is just about the coin. They want to feel like they can have a good time. And the better time they have, the more they're going to spoil you, the more they're going to provide and take care of you. Free Thinker says, I make my own opinions. Free Spirit says, I follow my own path. We do have Giver that did come up. So yes, they're going to provide for you, take care of you, spoil you. But it feels like they're the vacation type of person. Like, they want to cash you out on vacation. They don't want to just take you to the mall in the same city that you drive to work in every day. Like, they want to go out of town. They want to experience the luxury. They want the drinks. They want the vacation. Like, they want the whole shebang. We have Giver, Modest, and Strong. So this person is very much so a free thinker. Whatever way that they make money is probably unconventional or a way that not a lot of people know about. I wouldn't be surprised at all if it was passive income at this point either, because it doesn't feel like they're very much so into like working. It feels like they're very much so like a work smarter, not harder kind of person, very intellectual. So at this point, I feel like they're like making money is like automated for them. So they got something figured out. Giver says, I have no problem with sharing. Modest says, I like to keep things simple. So even though they're a free thinker, even though they're a free spirit, they're still more modest. They're more of an observer. And also I'm picking up that they pay very well attention to words. So when you're going on dates with them, especially in the beginning, be mindful and intentional with what you're saying, because they treat words like your bond, like they really do. So they're the type of person who's going to notice if you don't practice what you preach, or if you say one thing but it's really another thing. They're going to notice. And then we have strong. I stand up for myself and I protect the ones that I love. So this person is definitely a provider, someone who takes care of their family, people that they care about, people in their inner circle. We have reliable and ambitious. So again, there's like a good mix with them. It's like on one end, they're reliable. On one end, they're really masculine. They're in their intellectual body, logical. And on the other end, they're very much so free-spirited and ambitious and still wanting more out of life. So they're not tired. Their youth hasn't been all spent up. They're looking for someone who can amplify them to the next level and make them feel like kind of complete. Honestly, all you have to do is be present with this person. And by present, I don't mean like sitting and, acting like you're not opinionated or being to yourself, being quiet. This person is the type of person that can actually really embrace like if you are opinionated, or embrace like who you really are. But they just want you to be you, as cheesy as it sounds. So if you're crazy, you can be crazy. If you're intellectual, you can be deep. You don't have to hide who you are. Or if you're more shy, they can accept that as well. They have plenty to talk about. It's giving like college professor vibes a little bit. But reliable says you can count on me to always be there. So they're there for their friends, their family, and of course, those who they love. And ambitious says I go after what I want. So there's someone, when they see something they like, they're going to pursue you, and it's going to be very clear. It's going to be very clear when you're on a date with them. It's going to be clear what it is, like the nature of the connection, what they're about, what they want from you. They're going to communicate it with words as well. Not even just like, passive communication, but they're going to tell you like, listen, I'm really interested. I'm enjoying our time together. It feels like that. A very mature person, or someone who's older than you, but still present and on their toes. Spirit, how is this coming in? How may they meet group one? Their provider. We got two that fell. We have Aquarius and the sun that came out. So how is this coming together? So first of all, with the sun energy, the sun is about the self, and who you are and your morals, your belief, like your masculine energy. The sun says essence, energy, self-awareness, life force, creativity, spirit. So all of those things that kind of make you you. And then we have Aquarius, the radical, it says on the card. We all know Aquarius is known for being like the wild card or quirky. Aquarius energy in itself has a lot to do with like social change, even social media and advocacy. So you're meeting this person as you're standing in your power. So if spirit has been leading you, group one, to change your aesthetic, to go further into embodying who you are, that is exactly how you're attracting this person. So if you've been trying to bag your whale all the ways that the girls are telling you to do, and it's just flat out not working, spirit is saying, I'm not saying you can't have a provider. You get to have a provider, but you have to move beyond the old way of getting into this type of relationship. It's not going to happen that way for you. It's going to feel very natural, but very synchronistic, like very serendipitous, like it's going to happen, you know, kind of magically. Like spirit is going to bring this person to you. They're ambitious. They're going to go for what they want. They're going to approach you. So you don't have to worry about anything. Just be your fun, true self, and you're going to bag a whale that just so happens to have money, but not in a way where you're like putting yourself in position to meet someone with money. Like some of the things you'll hear is like, oh, if you want to meet someone, you know, go to a happy hour by yourself, look good, da da da, like just as an example. But for you, no, this is something that actually gets magnetized towards you, because going to the bar, and you've probably done been to so many cocktail hours or on so many apps trying to find yours, and it's not working out. It's like you could go out and your friends are bagging them and you're not, and it just doesn't make sense. So spirit is saying this is happening for you in a very unique kind of way. So if you've been feeling like you don't get to have a provider, that's just not at all true. And also it says edgy and detached on the card. So if you've been called to honor more of your masculine energy, even if you identify like as a divine feminine, if you've been leaning more towards androgyny or these words begin too complicated once you start trying to mix the way. And now what? It's androgynous, but I'm trying to say, listen, you may be more leaning towards that. You may be leaning more towards like a monochrome type of look and aesthetic. Like it's giving minimalist energy. It's giving androgyny. It's giving edgy. For some of you, it's the opposite. It's giving like creative and, you know, really embracing your unique talents and skills and aesthetic. But detached is the last word on this card, and you know that's one of their things. Like Aquarians are kind of known for being more they say aloof, and spirit is saying this is happening for you when you're not attached to it. So if you are like panicking, you know, if you're feeling like it's never going to happen for you, you're going to repel this energy. Live life like it's golden. Like literally live your life. And just live your life and it will happen. We have a Quizzings here. This is the first time this card has actually come up in this deck. A Quizzings is essentially when two planets are interacting with each other, but they're not understanding each other very well. It says irritates, puzzles, mystifies, complicates. The Quizzings word on the card is complexity. And that's a good way to describe it. It's complex, it's layered. So all the logic in the world can be presented to you, but I really don't feel like that's how it's going to work out for you. And that's why I wanted to do this reading, so I can make sure like everyone can feel like they have a space where they can get their answers that are specific to them and their situation, because this is already like kind of like a unique thing that you may want to go for. And then to add like who you are personally into that mix, and then how things will happen for you, it can get really, really layered. So I'm telling you, group one, I feel like you guys, you've done all the things. You've worked on yourself. You've listened to the content. Like you follow what people are telling you to do, and it hasn't worked. And I would just completely release. And that's why I wanted to take time to see how this is happening for everyone in case something like this came up, because I'm like, okay, Spirit, how are they, you know, meeting this person? We got the Sun, we got Aquarius and Quizzings. Spirit is saying it's happening serendipitously. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, the planet of change, the Great Awakener. They can't even really give like characteristics to Uranus because it's that off the wall. Like Jupiter, the planet of home, the planet of expansion, or Mars, the planet of war, the planet of, you know, like physical intimacy. And then you got Uranus, and all they could come up with is, listen, they gonna stir some up. The Great Awakener, like it's gonna bring some change in. But like, yeah, but like, what's the themes of it? We don't know. Okay. We don't know. It's basically just an amplifier. And that's how it is for you. So you may be really unique, group one. But yeah, as far as you meeting your provider, I see that happening by you embodying who you are. And true tea is like, this is the first group. I'm going to ask this question for every group. We don't know what we're going to get. I mean, I do a lot of personal readings, and sometimes it's like, damn. Spirit be having folks running around like a Scooby-Doo chase, like to get to the manifestation. So this is like, this is good. Like, if all you have to do is, you know, continue to focus on yourself and make sure you step out and embody who you really are and keep pushing the envelope and keep challenging yourself. All you got to do is continue to work on yourself, and that's what you get. You get a provider. Like, that's not at all a bad deal. Like I said, I do a lot of readings. Okay. And some people be, listen, be having to do the most. We have the Nine of Cups here, which is all about personal fulfillment. And we also have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So you may be someone who's very like, it's hard for you to let things go. If you have a certain routine, it's hard for you to let that go. If you have a certain belief, it's hard for you to build new beliefs on there. It just may be challenging within you internally. And this is going to be Four of Pentacles, about you letting go, allowing spirit, allowing someone to also pursue you and chase you, and you not have to be in the lead of that. And Nine of Cups, like literally living your life, doing things that you enjoy. This is naturally going to happen for you. But if you try to spend all your life being what you think, like, oh, a sugar daddy wants, or, you know, most men or most women, whatever it is you're into, like, if you're trying to position yourself to be what most want, you're never going to position yourself to be in perfect alignment with your actual match. So it's just going to be like an endless chase. We have the Chariot and the Four of Wands in reverse. I also feel like this isn't going to happen, of course, conventionally, but Four of Wands in reverse, you may not be interested in marriage. You may literally just want like a temporary connection. Either that, or again, not someone who's like stuck in their ways, or like old feeling or stuffy. That's very interesting. We have a lot of fours coming up for you, and they're all coming out in reverse. The Four of Swords, we had the Four of Pentacles in reverse before. Four of Wands in reverse came out. So you got 4, 4, 4, and they're all showing up in reverse. 4 is about your foundation, control, taking responsibility. And I'm telling you, this is so sweet. This is so good, because these showing up in reverse is, again, affirming that spirit is saying you don't have to do the most. This is a good thing. You know, you don't have to be in control of everything. We have the Hierophant. Spirit is saying this is a good time to go further on your spiritual journey. And also to spend some time like doing what you love, whether that's artwork, whether that's a sport, whether that's an activity, like literally just living your life. Like, I'm telling you, this person is an alpha. They're going to sniff you out like a wolf. They're going to find you. You don't have to worry about that. We have the 10 of Cups. It's already for you. It's your destiny. You are meant for luxury. You are meant for wealth. Say that in the comments below. I am meant for luxury. I am meant for wealth. I do not have to chase luxury. Luxury chases me. Wealth, abundance, providers chase me. Because that's what it really is for you. We have the Six of Swords and the Knight of Wands. I'm hearing running. You guys are used to running. You're used to always having to do something. Also, Six of Swords is giving like always having to transmute, and Knight of Wands move forward and to create something new, and you just want a safe space now. And I see you getting that. But again, Two of Swords, it's not going to be revealed to you how. The how is not your concern. It's not your, you know, part of this project. It's not your job. So literally you don't have to focus on it. You really want to allow spirit to. And we have the Magician at the bottom of the deck. So I do see that you have hella creative energy right now, group 1. And I would channel that towards like a personal project. I would channel that towards something that's going to level you up in another area of your life, because you're meant to be with a provider, and that's what's happening for you. That's what you're getting. And it's coming to you naturally. I don't know, maybe you have a look or an aesthetic or something about you just attracts providers, but it feels very magnetic. Oh my God, we literally have the law of attraction. You may have done a spell on yourself or some law of attraction work on yourself long ago, and it's coming to fruition through this relationship coming together. Also, law of attraction would be good for you to, I don't even feel like get into, just because I see spirit telling you to focus more on like your creativity and things outside of love. So if you just have to do something, then okay, fine. Maybe make a subliminal or something for yourself. But I would really cool it with the manifestation, because it's just not needed. I already see this coming towards you. So there isn't anything, you know, you need to manifest. Law of attraction says keep your thoughts positive and surround yourself with positive people, situations, and you will attract more positivity into your life. So I feel like this is a good time for you to be networking, making new friends. We have keep going in editor. So Spirit is like, this isn't the time for you to slow down and look at what I'm doing. This is the time for you to keep perfecting yourself with the editor card and to keep going. Keep going says use the energy of any disappointments to fuel your creative project with authentic emotion. So again, I just get this energy of you pouring all of your frustration into your self-care, into your self-pleasure, into your artwork, whatever does it for you, whatever makes you feel good, pouring all of the frustration and anger, you know, into your art or into your creative medium. Or, you know, using that to fuel you when you're going at the gym, if that's what you love to do, or when you're, you know, on a run or with the elements in water, whatever it is that you like, wherever it is that you are, even if you're in your car on the way to work, using that time to talk to yourself about what it is that you're feeling, to sing yourself a song, to do something, you know, creative with it, to transmute it. The editor says your writing or other creative project benefits from outside help and support. So this would be a good time to have someone overlook whatever you've been working on. Maybe to get an accountability buddy. If you have anyone in your life, like any friends that have any goals, it's like, okay, I'll check in with you. I'll make sure you're meeting your goals and you check in with me. But the editor card is also about looking at that list that you wrote, or thinking about the last time you spoke to Spirit and you were intentional about what it is that you wanted, and editing. What can I work on that I didn't, you know, complete before? What could I try again? Or what could I do differently? How can I keep moving forward? And this is going to come to you, period. So yeah, group one, that is what I got for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the Yellowstone, this is your reading. We're going to be using Miss Cleo's Tarot Power deck, and we're tapping into your provider, group 2. We're going to see who is going to be taking care of you, okay? Who are you attracting into your life? How are you meeting this person? The girls that get it, okay? We're looking for who is going to be providing for you and taking care of you, Spirit. For group 2, show us their provider. For group 2. Ooh. Group 2, the first card that came out for you is the attractive card. So they're definitely giving like daddy energy, mommy energy, like fine, okay, fine. Oh, we have attractive and goofy. You guys are getting a good one. You may be looking for someone who doesn't make you feel like life has to be boring just because you're with them. Nice. We also got organized too, so they're about their business, okay? We got generous, of course. We expect that. Better be. Wow, and we got hustler. So this person is all about getting to the money. Like, they put their family on. They're known for having money. They really are. They're known for having money, and I do feel like they wear their money. You may not know where that's from, but whatever it is that they're wearing, it feels like thousands, you know, worth. You can see their wealth. You can see that they have money. Generous says, I like spoiling you as much as I can. Ambitious says, I go after what I want. And hustler says, I know how to get to the bag. So this person is generous with their money. They're not stingy with their resources, with what they have. We did get the organized card as well. So they're definitely giving smart. But this is like the kind of person that can be really, really charming, like Wolf of Wall Street type of energy, like someone who is really charming and smart. And you know, it's like they're not stuffy. So it makes you kind of like them in a personal kind of way. Organized says, I like keeping things in good working order. So they're organized. They have a schedule. I do feel like they have favorites. I feel like this person has a favorite meal. I feel like they have a favorite routine. I feel like they have a routine like that they do every day, and it doesn't change very much. Like, not that they do the same thing every day, but I feel like this is the kind of person where it's like every weekend they know what they like to do. I do this, I do that. I go to the gym, I make my smoothie, I go to my favorite restaurant. Saturday, I do this, I have my class, I have my this. And then Sunday is my relaxation day, and it's always the same for them. So I feel like they have a schedule, even though it's different things that they do. They have like their favorites, and they're a favorite kind of person. So if you're looking to be someone's favorite, you're gonna love this person because they have favorites for sure. They probably even gonna have favorite kids, low key. But yeah, this is an energy, like they have favorites. So when it comes to you, it's like you are their favorite. You're, you know, the person that they give it all to, that they gravitate towards, because that's just how they are. I know some people like that, where it's like they really do just have like their favorite things that they like, their routine, and it's like, that's just what it is. So this is that kind of person. But we have attractive and goofy. So you guys are looking for, it looks like you're looking for, or at least attracting, a provider who also makes you feel like it's just a partner. It doesn't make you feel like, oh, this is like an arrangement. This is a situation where, you know, you give me this, I give you that. It's a situation where, you know, we're like, you know, besties. It's comfortable. Well, maybe not, they wouldn't say besties, but like, you know, like we're close. We're like best friends, like really close, you know, together, always spending time together and doing fun things together. Like, this is the kind of person you can go on a late night, you know, midnight Walmart trip with and tweak out in the store. Like, just do your thing. Like, because it's just, they're fun. Like, they're not above it. But yeah, ambitious and hustler. I keep going back to there with my eyes. That energy is coming through super strong. Like I said, they put people on when it comes to like family and friends. They let them know like, this is what's, you know, making the money these days. This is what's hot right now. Attractive says, my looks attract a lot of attention. And goofy says, I like joking and playing around. So this person isn't, you know, afraid to make fun of themselves. They're not too stuffy. Let's see how you're meeting them. Spirit, for group 2, how is this manifesting into their life? How are they meeting their provider? How are they meeting? Oh. Let's see. Interesting. We got Saturn. We have Saturn and Libra that came out together. That is such an interesting combination. Libra is ruled by Venus. Libra can be very romantic. Libra is also about like balance, harmony, the scales. And then we have Saturn with wisdom. We have Libra, the idealist, with Saturn, wisdom. So I feel like you guys have already tried to have this kind of relationship before and it didn't work out. Maybe you were too young, you didn't know game. But now Libra, it's like you know who you are. It is giving divine feminine energy. I do feel that. It feels more feminine because it feels so intuitive. It feels like you're really in your own universe, in your own world, and you're having to beat them off as a stick. Like with a stick, the more you don't care, the more like people are running you down, like trying to talk to you, want to be close to you. But I feel like you had to learn. I feel like when you were younger, you may have had this kind of relationship. You may have had a provider, but maybe you squandered it. Maybe there were people in the past you could think about and it's like, dang, I really wish I would have took them seriously because they would have taken care of me. And now it's years later and they're married and they're with someone else, or, you know, life has moved on. We're not in the same place, And it's like, dang, I could have really had it made. With Saturn showing up, when I'm asking how you're meeting this person, I feel like you already tried to manifest this connection in the past. It feels like at least a year ago, or years plural. It feels like an earlier point in your journey or when you were younger, but you didn't take it seriously. But now you've grown and developed with this Libra energy further into yourself. You're more balanced mentally. You know how to deal with this kind of connection. You know how to get what it is that you want out of this kind of connection, and you know how it works. Spirit, how are they meeting them? We have the 5th house with passion. You may have something transiting in your 5th house that would make you more in alignment to attract relationships. You may also meet this person as you're pursuing your passion. The 5th house says performance, entertainment, creativity, costume. You may be dressing up or expressing your creativity. It says play, love affairs, joy, pleasure, parties, romance, disco ball, humor. You may meet this person in a bar or a club with a disco ball in it. I found it so odd. I'm like, what is this? The last card on the 5th house says disco ball. And I'm like, that's really symbolic. So you may meet this person in a bar that has a disco ball in it, or you may have a disco ball like in your room or something like that. Sunroom. You may meet this person at a party though. The 5th house is the house of passion. So you're going to be meeting them in somewhere that feels really good to you. It would either be like at a concert or a party with like family or friends, people that you trust, people that you love, or like a concert where it's like music that you love. Or as you're pursuing your passion, your creativity, if you sell art, you may sell some of your art to this person. You're meeting them literally as you're just living your life. And again, I keep being brought back to like this Libra energy. It feels like you really had to come to a place of balance and you had to realize what's important to you, and what's most important to you is being who you really are. And as you're being who you really are and you're not caring, it's like you're attracting all sorts of attention. All sorts of providers are looking to provide, like they're like swarming around you. And you're, doing what you love and living your life. And that's how this is happening for you. And then we have Mars with action. So listen, these are the cards that came out when I specifically asked, like, okay, how is this coming into your life? How are you meeting them? So Mars lets me know you may end up making the first move. You may say something to them first. You may be taking action. This could be a result of some liquid courage. Like it's giving that kind of energy. Like you're living your life. You're having fun. You see this person and you strike up a conversation with them. You take some sort of action towards them. Mars says desire, impulses, courage, force, heat, strength, competition, workouts. You could meet this person at the gym as well, or as you're working out, or blowing off some steam, anger on there, blowing off some steam, or as you're running, you may meet them. Spirit for group 2, what else can you tell us? What else can you tell us about their provider? We have the Hierophant with the Fool in reverse. Spirit is telling you not to get too comfortable, to have foresight. There's an energy here of you learning from all your past mistakes. This is giving me an energy of like, don't get too licked up on the first couple of dates. You don't really know them. Like, you want to show up present. I know you don't want to be anxious, but you got to find something else, to take maybe some ashwagandha or something before you go, to calm you because getting sloshed ain't going to do it. There's like an energy of you not allowing your heart to get invested right away. We have the Hierophant and the Fool in reverse. So Spirit is like, we're moving forward. Yes, you're still going to have your opportunity to be with a provider. You're still going to attract your provider and they're going to be good to you. But you only get to that point if you do things correctly this time. So again, I feel like, you have a sexy history with the art of sugaring. I feel like you have a to and fro with this lifestyle or with wanting this kind of life for yourself. You may have phases where you feel really confident and you feel, positive and you feel like, okay, I deserve more. This is okay. And you may have phases where you don't feel like you're in alignment because you're not perfect, And I feel like you've been really fighting yourself and it's like, okay, who am I going to be perfect for me or other people? And ultimately you chose yourself. So just know that shift is the most important thing because that is what's actually putting you in alignment with this person. Because if you go on a date with this person, but you still act a mess, like if you're acting like the older version of yourself that doesn't know how to handle your drinks or doesn't know how to handle yourself when it comes to conversation, if you can't get over the stuff that held you back in the past, you won't, have this. You won't be able to have them. So a huge part of this is moving past like the old way you used to be that sabotaged you. So I feel like you may still have some work or learning to do. We have the Six of Swords and the Magician in reverse. So Spirit is making it clear, like I'm still trying to teach you some things. And the Fool in reverse can indicate like a delay. So this could have been a long time coming. So it's like, let's not ruin your progress before we even get there. We have the Page of Coins in reverse. Maybe you were trying to play an archetype and that's where you really saw like friction. Because Page of Coins in reverse, Magician in reverse almost feels like you feel like you know what people want. And I can see group 2, because you're attracting someone who's goofy, generous, attractive. Like this person they have a lot of charisma, like they're charismatic. A lot of people like them. So if you try to play them like they're some old, piece of whatever that should be lucky that you breathe in the same air as them, that's not going to work. So if you have like an archetype like, oh, bimbo core, or, like, I don't know, young core, I don't know what the folks are doing today. Like if you have a specific thing in your head, like I need to show up this way, I just don't feel like that's true. And that would get in the way of you being able to have this long term. Spirit is hinting like this is a whale, like this person that's going to be interested in you, this provider. This can be your, this person could be around at the minimum long term, but it really could be a forever thing if you play your cards right. So I feel like Spirit is like, it's not just about, attracting. Attracting you can do. You've done it before. Yes, you can attract someone with money. You can attract someone with wealth, someone who wants to take care of you. But maintaining it, actually being able to have it for like years where you're running it up, or long term, forever, whatever, that takes finesse. So Spirit is really wanting you to be present in the moment. I feel like Spirit is still trying to teach you certain things. We got the Five of Swords in reverse and the Six of Coins. So I feel like if you were to try to cut corners or chase, it wouldn't work out for you. So I would definitely say staying in your receptive energy and then taking action just when it's time to strike. And that's even how hunters do it. Like, yeah, there's a chase process, or like divine masculines. There's a chase process, but really they kind of swoop you up, take you out of the take you off the market, take you off the scene as much as they can, take you out of the view of other competition, and then they game you down and they do the most to earn you. So you got to be able to get in that pocket with them, and that takes game. And I feel like y'all know the game now. I feel like, you can feel it intuitively, and it's just about trusting yourself and doing things the right way. And as long as you do that, you'll be good. We have the Two of Staffs in reverse though. So Spirit is saying this is going to take trust. This is going to take choice. So if you've been, I got a little bit of that with you. If you've been kind of like indecisive about it, 1 month you feel really confident, the next month you don't feel like you can have this kind of lifestyle. Maybe you want to settle for something else. We have the Knight of Staffs at the bottom of the deck. Spirit is saying Two of Staffs in reverse. You also have to make a choice that this is what you're going to do, because you have to be committed with the process. And I feel like you'll bag your whale within, less than a year. And some of you will be wiped up within less than 2 years. So it's just about playing your cards right. But like, you're so close, group 2, but Spirit is still working in your life, getting you in alignment with this, because it takes a lot of surrender. Like, this is a specific kind of person you're trying to manifest. So you can't like come as you are. You have to kind of make sure you're in the same frequency naturally by allowing Spirit to work in your life, or know what you're doing. You gotta be on that game. So we have Breathe and Never Ending Story. Again, we keep getting these, signs that this has been something you've been wanting for yourself for a long time, something you've been thinking about. And I do see you getting it. Do I see you keeping it? Honestly, not all of you. Not all of you. You may have an affinity towards, being a little spoiled, or, assuming that you know what it is. And then maybe you've had a few hard times in life where things have been shown to you in like a tower moment kind of way, because you may have had to learn the hard way. But we have a never-ending story here. So again, I feel like it's been a long time coming, a long time manifesting, but Spirit is still wanting you to relax. Spirit is saying, just because it's difficult, that doesn't mean that I need you to fight against the water. I need you to float. Just like if you were stranded and lost at sea, like you don't want to fight against the water and use all your energy. You want to float. And let Spirit do some things for you. We have Not For You that turned around, and then we have Treasure Island. So if you're wanting something to work on, I would definitely say mindset, because there's this reoccurring theme of feeling like for whatever reason that you don't deserve this, or this lifestyle is not for you, or this isn't something that you can have. And what I saw was you getting someone that's a match to you. So it's kind of like an energy where it's like, okay, this person just so happens, to have money. And of course, they're spending that on you. But this isn't like something that you're having to perform, to have. So you may feel like, oh, I got to show up this way. I got to do this. I got to do that if I want this. And that's just not true. You're fighting against the current, and Spirit is saying, like, if you were to just chill, you're gonna, show up on the lakeshore sooner than you think. So we have time to go. I see Spirit really working with you in terms of your mindset, also trying to get you to detach from things that aren't serving you or that are out of alignment with you now. But Spirit's already trying to pull you out of places and out of alignment with people who aren't for you. And if you lean into that, things will be a lot easier and honestly probably happen a lot faster. We got the flexible card at the bottom of the deck. So you guys are going to need to be flexible and open. But yeah, that's what I got for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the pink stone, this is your reading. We're using the Modern Witch Tarot for you today, and we're tapping into your provider, who is coming in to provide for you, group 3. Those who get it, get it. We're going to see how you're bagging your whale, where you're meeting them. We're going to get into it, okay? This is a safe space. Spirit, for group 3 with the pink stone, show us their provider. Who is coming in to provide for them? You know what? I'm getting so much positive energy today. We have the extroverted card that came out for you. Positive energy in terms of this is a connection that will feel like any other connection. A connection that's not going to feel like stuffy or transactional. This person is extroverted. They have charisma. They have like flair. They have a personality. And I've been getting a lot of that today, surprisingly. So let's see what else we get. This person is cool. I'm also seeing like they're a cool person. Someone that people gravitate towards, like no matter where they go. Interesting. So we have extroverted, obsessed, and individualist, okay? So they are obsessed with you. They want to be closer. They want to be under your skin. They want to be like as close as they can possibly be. They're obsessed. They think you're the best thing out there. Like they're so enamored by you. If you have a unique aesthetic or unique personality or like, you know, unique and different things about you, they are so into that. Like they love it. So don't feel like you have to shave away or water down like certain parts of yourself, because this person is embracing you for who you are. They're not trying to get you to, you know, make yourself smaller and fit into like what they see. They want you to, you know, be yourself, and they will embrace you. Extroverted says, I'm the outgoing, social, and in-your-face type. Obsessed says, I just can't seem to stop thinking about you. So again, they're obsessed. Like this person is obsessed. For them, it's love at first sight. When they first see you, they just see you as this thing that they need to protect, be closer towards. And be connected to, watch out for, like all of the things. Independent says, I'm independent and self-reliant, which I love, because that means that they will allow you your time for other things. Like they'll allow you your time to connect with your other friends. They'll allow you your time to, you know, get your rest, like to not worry about them and literally just take care of yourself. They're an individualist, so they have, you know, plenty of things going on in their life that keep them occupied, and you're really like their escape. So they don't need to be all up under you, quite literally. They want to be close to you. They want to be the person that you love, the person that you care about, the person that you give yourself to. But other than that, in a literal kind of way, like where it's like, okay, day to day, they allow you space. They allow you to, you know, have a job, even if you still want to have a job, or if there's other things you want to focus on, accomplishments you want to achieve, like they allow you to do that. Reliable says, you can count on me to always be there. And then we got street smart that says, I am educated in the ways of life. So they are street smart. They are educated. They're someone who's smart. And I really wonder what it is that they do for money. Like, let me know in the comments below. Okay, once you find your person, like very curious what they do, because it feels like they at least have time freedom. So they must be very high up in a business or have their own business. But it also feels like they're known in their community. Like I feel like you would see this person at a gala getting honored. You know, you would see them out and about. Like they connect with other people. A lot of people like them, feel attracted to them, and want to work with them, be close with them. A lot of people see their value. We have discreet and easygoing as well. So if you're someone who doesn't like to go out and be seen, okay, listen. It is what it is, okay? They're not going to judge you for that. They're going to understand. Like, if you don't want to be seen, it sounds so messed up to say out loud, but listen, if you don't want to be seen with them, they're not going to be offended by that. They're more of a discreet kind of person. They don't need everybody in the city knowing their business anyways, especially if they have some sort of, like, notoriety. Well-knownness, like if people know them, like that would add to more of the reasons why they wouldn't want all their business out there on Front Street, why they wouldn't want, you know, to be all up in the mix in everybody's face. So they are discreet and easygoing. Also, this person is not really, if you've dealt with people in the past when you would go on dates with them and they like wanted to debate you, Spirit is saying they're not like that. Like Spirit is saying that right now specifically. So if you're used to, you know, providers in this kind of dynamic that want to control you, or, you know, that just want to teach you something or run your life, or, you know, whatever, you're not going to have to deal with any of that weird energy here. They're easygoing. They're easy to communicate with. Like if something is bothering you personally, you can tell them. If you don't like something, you can tell them. You know, you don't have to worry about them closing you off or, you know, going into like some controlling space. They're very present and tapped in and tuned into you and what you need as a person. They see you as a person, you know, as someone who they value and they want to take care of, but someone that they need to listen to. Like they don't treat you like, you know, a child, like you're their responsibility and they have to lead you all through life. They allow you to have your own personality and your own life. So if that's something you haven't been able to have in the past, you will be able to have that here with them. Okay, so Spirit, how are they meeting them for group 3? How is this coming into their life? How are they meeting them? We have Jupiter, the planet of expansion, coming out right away. I love this. Jupiter is also lucky energy. We got a lot of like symbols of luck on the card. We got dice, we got a rainbow, we got Ferris wheel, we got clouds. And yes, Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It says enthusiasm, generosity, luck, travel. You may meet this person while you're traveling. You're likely going to meet them in a very lucky kind of way or random kind of way. It also says foreign cultures on the card. So this person, you may be meeting them as you're traveling specifically to a foreign culture, or they may be from another culture than you. We have teaching on here as well. So you could meet this person in school or they could be a teacher. But it says chance, exploration, a lot of, you know, words for like sudden luck, sudden things happening, random. We have Neptune, Jupiter conjunct Neptune. That was a transit that happened, I want to say in 2022, sometime around May. So maybe seeds that you planted around that time, if you go back to May, anywhere from like April to June 2022. I feel like the transit was somewhere in that time. But if you look back at the rituals and manifestation you did at that time, if you had done anything to attract someone with money, it's having an effect and they're finally coming in. So that's a specific message for some of you, but Jupiter and Neptune, you know, these are individual. So Neptune with dreams. Yeah, Neptune is the planet of the unconscious, the subconscious. It says visions, meditation, spirituality, the subconscious, imagination, fantasies, escapism. You may manifest this person by reading romance novels. You may manifest this person by visualizing, by watching romantic content. Subconsciously, you could be manifesting them through the dream space. So a lot of people do that. Like they use their dreams as an oracle to give them answers, especially people who have, you know, mastered lucidity in dreams. If you can lucid dream, you can ask the little characters in your dream certain questions, ask them to show you certain things, reveal certain things, or you don't have to ask a being that you come across. You can ask spirit to show you in your dream. So if you become lucid, that could be another way that you're manifesting this. But I would say visualization and subliminals are the most Neptunian manifestation methods. So this is coming through. You may see this person in the dream space before you meet them in the physical, but this is happening randomly and honestly probably as a result of some random Jupiter luck that doesn't even make sense. It could be Jupiter and Neptune having some activity in your chart. Check your transits that are happening right now. But this is likely, I'm hearing out of the blue, specifically, Spirit is saying out of the blue. So this literally is manifesting with like really no warning. And then we have Taurus with the bombshell. Interesting. So you guys may be coming into your bombshell energy. You may be further embodying who you are, or this person is again coming into your life like a wrecking ball. Taurus, the bombshell, says earthy, practical, productive, fertile, worthy, pleasure-seeking, sensuous. Yeah, that's an energy of you being in your mood, living your life for you, not living your life for other people. So if you feel like, okay, I want a provider, so that means I have to portray myself a certain kind of way, I don't feel like that's entirely true. I feel like especially once you meet your specific provider, you'll really be able to do whatever you want because they're just so obsessed with you. They like you for who you are. But Spirit is saying you don't have to conform completely. Spirit, can we get one more on how they're meeting them? Thank you. We got the second house of assets that came out. It says the material world, possessions, finance, values, wardrobe, luxuries, credit score, security, and aesthetics. You may be meeting this person after you move into a new apartment and you're into a new space. That's also going to help unclog your energy. A new apartment or home, for those of you who have been experiencing stress, specifically like in the home, that has been an energetic repeller of romantic love coming through for you, especially some sort of provider relationship that are like all fun and like, you know, very Venusian, very much so like just about the pleasure of it all. It may be hard for you to manifest that in when you're in an energy that's like totally, you know, opposite of it. So, and then it also said like the material world, luxuries, values. So this could be manifesting as you level up your closet. If Spirit has been specifically leading you towards a closet revamp, I say it's time to get it done, time to get into it because it's having a positive impact on you manifesting this provider relationship. Oh, we got the 10 of Swords in reverse and the 3 of Wands. Spirit is saying the bounce back is inevitable. Group 3. What I'm feeling is people have been underestimating you. People haven't been putting respect on your name. People may have been disrespecting you or getting like actually getting in your way, like going out of their way to be in your way and your business. Everything is fine in reverse. This is the 10 of Swords. Ten of Swords in reverse and the Three of Wands is like, yeah, you had me down, knocked me down 9 times, but I get up 10. Three of Wands is like, you expect to move forward. You expect to bounce back. So you may have had a negative experience with a provider that was controlling, or maybe you were able to attract one, but you couldn't keep them. They didn't take you seriously. Something went wrong. Whatever it was, you may have previous history with someone or in this realm that did not work out very well. I mean, Ten of Swords in reverse is like you learned some hard lessons from it. I don't know why I can't talk all of a sudden. You learned some hard lessons from it. You know, things went totally left. Didn't work out. You tried this before. And this is knock me down 9 times with the Nine of Wands, but I get up 10. We have the Nine of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So it's just about learning and finding a new way. So I see you manifesting this spiritually. I see this happening spiritually. Spirit, can we get more info on the meeting? I mean, honestly, it's one of those things where Spirit's already being clear, to be honest. I'm just like such a stickler for details, because with Jupiter and Neptune, that's clearly a message that you're meeting this person by chance in a random kind of way. So it doesn't matter if we try to predict it, because you'd either miss out on the opportunity, you would like something would get messed up. Like, it's not something you need to put an effort towards when it comes to meeting them. It's going to happen in a very random, like Neptunian Jupiter kind of way. And you could be meeting them in passing. You could be meeting them at a job, like, you know, wherever. It could be anything, but it would be unexpected. Like, for an example, you wouldn't be meeting this person on a dating app. You know, a dating app, you would expect to meet this kind of connection. But Spirit is saying this is happening very unexpectedly. So, you know, that wouldn't be the way it would happen for you. We have the Hangman in reverse and the Page of Cups. A lot of page energy. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Spirit is really pushing you towards like working on your own assets with that second house energy that came up. Page of Pentacles, investing in a new baby or having a new baby. Like, do you have anything in your life that you nurture, that you take care of, that you work towards, that keeps you busy? You know, whether that's an art project, whether that's your plants, like whatever it is in your life, do you have something that takes up your time, takes up your energy that you can feed into? You know, if you don't, that would definitely be something you would want to invest in, because we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups in reverse. So Spirit's being clear, like you have to allow this to come into you. And also, this is almost giving me an energy that there is a shift required to manifest this type of relationship. So if you're looking for a provider, Spirit is saying that you're meeting them in a lucky kind of way that's random. But you also have to invest in that Taurian bombshell energy that came up before, or even that second house energy, where it's like you're being who you are, you're grounded in your energy, confident in yourself, and your life is already kind of filled up with different things that keep you entertained, because this is something that you're in alignment with only because you pursued other things. So if you do other things in your life, like half-ass, if you don't give it your full commitment, I don't feel like it'll fully manifest, or it'll take significantly longer. We do have the Death card at the bottom of the deck as well. So there may be someone or something that you're attached to that's like lowering your value, or has different life goals or beliefs than you. So it's, you know, causing you to get out of alignment. And this would be a good time to get them out of the picture as well. With Death and the Three of Cups, there's obviously some sort of ending happening here. So as this relationship is manifesting in your life, you are on the heels of a breakup. So if you're currently in a relationship with someone and you're like already planning your exit, like, listen, I'm trying to listen and I'm looking for a provider. So this is perfect timing. I do see you getting that, but I do see that relationship ending like just before this. So like whatever ending or, you know, death card, 3 of Cups energy, whatever pain or heartbreak you're trying to avoid or holding on to for the time being, that's actually something that's causing the time frame to get pushed back. So if you feel like you should have manifested something by now, or at least had, you know, more movement, I would definitely look to who you're still attached to. It could even be friends, like completely non-romantic, but people who are keeping you in places or doing things that are misaligning you from what you ultimately want, which is to attract someone who can take care of you. If you have those connections in your life, this is a really good time to end them. But we have the 9 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So again, compatibility. Spirit is saying you can be yourself in terms of your personality, but 9 of Pentacles, you do have to have, you know, some sort of substance to offer in a full life. And I feel like it's because of who this is specifically, like the provider that you're attracting, they're extroverted and they're an individualist. They're also street smart. So you can't run them, you can't trick them out. Like they're not gonna fall for that, you know. This is someone who, again, it feels like they just so happen to have money and they like you and they're offering you like a normal relationship, but only it's not normal because they're like, well, I guess it is, you know, normal depending on what everyone is accustomed to. But Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 3? We have the not for you card. Someone that you're with or something that you're doing is not for you. It is getting in your way, and it's coming up in another deck. So I would definitely say to honor it. This could be people who, like I said, you know, have a different way of thinking. We have the Orphan card here as well. So these could be people like friends, romantic partners that you've dealt with, you know, since you were younger, people that you've kind of grown up with and grown really attached to. With the Orphan card, it's like you may have a fear of abandoning your community or leaving people without you. Like, you know, these are people, friends that you've cared about for years. So how can you just like go through so much with them and then dip out on them because you're trying to attract a provider and they're not? The reason is because it's getting you out of alignment with what you want. And after you have it, then you can start to, like, you know, open up again and build a new relationship. But that's after you're already on the other side, you know. But we have never-ending story and serendipity. So I feel like Spirit is saying you're kind of in this time loop. I would do a cord cutting ritual. I offer spell work on my custom spell work on my Etsy shop. So I can help with that. I can do some road workening, opening energy too, to get this, you know, coming towards you faster and more clear, whatever. But yeah, we have serendipity, and that's the energy of like Jupiter and Neptune. It's like, okay, this is happening in a very serendipitous, random, unexpected luck kind of way. And never ending story, I feel like you've been attached to something or things or a way of thinking that has kept you out of alignment with this for years. And Spirit's like, you have an opportunity to really manifest this in sooner rather than later. So let's do it. Let's not push this back anymore by staying attached to things that aren't serving you. Like, let's really go for it. So yeah, that is what I have for you, group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the redstone, we're using the Gilded Tarot Royale for you today. And we are going to see how are you bagging your whale. Oh, we got the Star card already flipped over from whenever I use these cards last, but I love that energy. Fool card at the bottom of the deck, purr. I love this. 2 of Cups under that. Uh-oh, Magician under that. You guys are getting started off with some really good energy with your tarot deck. It's like your tarot deck is already charged up and ready to go for you. So anyways, we're going to see who is your provider, okay? Who's going to be coming in, taking care of you, your sugar pop, your sugar mom. Listen, whatever you got going on is your business, but I'm going to let you know, group 4, this is a safe space, and we are going to read for it today. So Spirit, for group 4, show us their provider. Ooh, I love this. We got magical and affectionate. This person is whimsical, I'm hearing. Like, they've got some pizzazz to them. They've got some personality. They're a little bit dramatic, but just in the way that they express themselves, not in a way where it's like, oh, they're always crying or taking things super seriously. In a way where it's like, I will break out into song, you know, in the middle of a store. Like, they're whimsical. They're fun. Magical says, I'll make you feel like anything is possible. Affectionate says, I'm very open with showing you how I feel. So I love that energy for you guys. You guys are getting an affectionate Zari, okay? An affectionate person that is taking care of you, that really likes you for you. Let's see. We got shy, independent, and polite. So for the most part, they kind of like sit back and observe. They kind of sit back and wait for you to show what you're comfortable with. They'll allow you to pick the restaurants. They'll allow you to take the lead as far as physical intimacy. So if you have any biases like, oh, I don't, you know, kiss until after like the 3rd date, or I don't sleep with anyone until after 3 months or until marriage, they're not going to mind about that at all, because they're more reserved. And I don't know, it's just giving like good boy, good girl energy, like the energy of like a good, you know, wholesome kind of person. Polite, it says, I'm always courteous and respectful. So this is a traditional kind of person in the sense that, of course, they're going to be paying for the meals, but they're also going to be opening up the door, asking you if you're okay, bringing you water, offering you things. What can I do to help you? Let me pump gas in your car. Like, this is the kind of person who really believes in hospitality and taking care of their partner. So they're looking out ahead. They have foresight. Like, if they see that you're at a half a tank, they know that in a couple days they're gonna, you know, spin up on you, take your car to the gas station, get some gas for you. Like, they're gonna take care of you. And they have that foresight where they're thinking ahead and thinking like, okay, what do you need? How can I make your life easier? How can I pamper you? Very traditional in that way. But we have independence, so they have their own life and they keep themselves entertained, and you know, they have their things in their life that they like and that they do and pursue that kind of fills them up, so that they don't have to be all up under you, which is good considering how affectionate they already are towards you. They do really like you, but I feel like they're anchored, like they have maturity to them. So it's not like, okay, I'm just gonna like, you know, feel as much as I can as soon as I can. I want the intimacy, I want it all now. Like, they can kind of stagger it and be patient. So I love that. And then we have shy. I find it hard to open up. I rather stay within my shell. So they're more reserved. This person has a really unique sense of humor. And also I'm hearing that this person is funny without trying. You know, the kind of people that are funny because they be dead ass. That's like them, where it's like, something will happen, something ghetto will happen, and it's like, usually, you know, if you're someone who's about the tea, like, you'll make your little funny comment, kiki with your friends in the corner, da-da-da. This is the kind of person that'll wait till y'all get in the car, and then they'll say something, but they'll be dead ass about it, and it's like so funny because you know they're like dead serious. That kind of thing. It's like, I'm not trying to crack jokes, but they're just like serious, and that's what makes it funny. That kind of thing. Very observative. We have relaxed and romantic. Wow. They just want to take care of you. They just want to be with you. Like, honestly, it's the you for them. It really is. It's you for them. Romantic says, I love getting you in the mood. Relaxed says, I like to keep it calm and serene. So their house is calm and serene. I'm picking up that they have a big house, and they also have a lot of land around their house. They may have like a huge backyard or trees, forest around their home, a lot of land. They also may have like waterfalls and things like that in their home. Not a literal one, but you know how like people on their desk, they'll have like a little waterfall. You can hear it at all times. This person is into that. Also, I'm seeing a fish tank, so this person may have fish. But yeah, they're pretty relaxed, pretty serene. I feel like they live a very like relaxed kind of life. They are into like spa, taking care of themselves. They get manicures. They could be a whole divine masculine, like to the core, alpha. But they're going to get their toes done, and they're going to get their clear coat. Okay, listen. They're not going to have dirt up under their nails and be trying to fill up on you. They will never disrespect your temple like that, okay? They keep themselves together. And I like that. But they're pretty romantic, you know. They believe in going on dates. They believe in showing up with flowers. They believe in, you know, paying for your meal, opening your door, spoiling you. I just seeing you guys so kissy with each other. Like, they kind of baby you a little bit and you're living for it. Good for you. Spirit, how are they meeting this person? How is this coming into their lives? How are they attracting their provider? How is this happening? Okay, we have Neptune, Venus, and Uranus. So we got all planets that came out for you. So look at your natal chart. Look at the transits happening right now. You could be having something significant happen with Neptune, Venus, or Uranus, or they may be working with each other in some way, either in a trine, a square, opposition, you know, conjunction, working with each other. But Neptune is the planet of the unconscious and the subconscious. Neptune with dreams here. It says the subconscious, ideals, visions, meditation, and spirituality. So you may be manifesting this connection towards you in a Neptunian kind of way. That would be like vision boards. That would be like subliminals, things that would program your subconscious mind, where it's like you're not using all your energy to like channel towards them every day. It's just like, okay, this is on your vision board. So you're walking past it and it's naturally ingraining in your subconscious, or, you know, this is in your subliminal that you listen to every morning or every night. So it's like, or as you sleep. So it's naturally, you know, naturally being brought to you. You could also dream of this person before you meet them, or this could obviously be like the result of spell work. We have Uranus with revolution. So this could be happening honestly on its own through like serendipity and luck. Uranus says breakthroughs, insight, awakening, technology, surprise, freedom, experimentation, edge, diversity, and lightning. So again, this is happening very randomly. You're meeting this person probably honestly as you're out and about, not even focused on trying to make some sort of romantic connection, but as you're just living your life. But Uranus would also indicate that there's some sort of lucky transit or higher power having an effect in how this is happening. So I would definitely recommend doing, you know, keeping up on your manifestation with this one, so that you can make sure you take advantage of the transits and the magic available to you. But then we got Venus. So I see you guys liking each other. I see you guys having a crush on each other. This could start off as a gym crush. For some of you, this is someone that you see multiple times. Otherwise, this is going to be like more love at first sight, you know, Venusian kind of energy, Venus energy, where it's like this is happening because they're seeing you and they're very much so interested when they first kind of see you. All right. And then we got the moon with feeling. I'm hearing feeling is the secret. So if you've been watching The Secret, or you've been specifically working on like law of attraction, I do feel like that's going to help you. But also with the moon, that does represent your own intuition and working in moon phases. So if you're wondering like when I should do magic, it may actually benefit you to work with the moon phases. Or if you are a woman that has a cycle, you can also use, I always tell women that literally you are the moon. Use your cycle as if it's the moon that's outside of you and manifest with the natural cycle of your body, because that's automatically going to be more powerful. So, you know, when you're ovulating, that would be like the full moon, and your period would be like the new moon. So listen, I'm telling you, that's some sage advice right there, because that was a huge quantum leap when it came to getting shit done fast. Like, oh my God, it's sped up my manifestations. So anyway, we have the moon with feelings. It says instinct, gut reactions, home family habits, embodiment, privacy, etc. So there's an energy of this manifesting through you, through your own feelings. So using your feelings and your consciousness to manifest this will definitely help you. Again, that's another card. That's a nod to your subconscious. So this would be a really good time to make a subliminal for yourself. Put some rain behind it. Put some 528 frequency behind it, you know, some meditation music or just whatever it is that you want, but get those affirmations. And then we have the numinous with mystery. It says the unknown, the unknowable, ESPs, psychic abilities, the cosmos, shadow work, inner knowing, other worlds, enigmas, the occult, and intuition. So we have so many cards that came out hinting towards this relationship is manifesting through you being tapped into your intuition and acting. When it's the right time, you will know when to pounce, when to do something. But I would say work on your solar plexus, your third eye, and your crown chakra. You can listen to like solar plexus, third eye, crown chakra healing music as you sleep. That's one of the easiest ways to do it. Otherwise, you can meditate imagining like a white light over these chakras and sending, you know, empowering energy towards them, lightning striking them, or fire over these chakras even. But this is happening through your subconscious. This is not in your control. Like this is something that's happening magically. All of the cards that we got are like outside of you type cards or out of your control type cards. We have the Justice card that just came out in reverse, and then I started shuffling, but the Hangman was at the bottom of the deck, also in reverse when the Justice card came out. So Hangman in reverse at the bottom of the deck with Justice is kind of like, you know, you're having a hard time, group 4, releasing control, even though that's what's being called of you at this time. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse and the High Priestess. So Spirit is saying you don't have to be uncomfortable right now. If you were connected to your High Priestess and to your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, your solar plexus chakra, you would be good because you would have that sense of inner knowing. It's not that things would be completely clear. Spirit doesn't always reveal like the plans to us, and we're human. So there's only even so much we could even perceive and understand because we do have a finite body. That does kind of restrict our capacity. But even though Spirit doesn't always reveal like, oh, the play-by-play, this is exactly how it's going to go, Spirit will guaranteed always give you a feeling of anchoredness, of grounded, of peace, if you choose it, if you seek it. So you may be trying to seek control over your external circumstances, where Spirit is saying, you know, you need to just sink into this luck. We got the Star card again at the bottom of the deck. So we have the King of Cups. This person is coming in to take care of you. So again, you don't need to chase them. Make yourself available to them. And it's something that happens like more often than not. I see that all the time where it's like people will come to me and they'll tell me like, yeah, things were so good in the beginning. They were sweating me, da da da. As soon as I started to like them, all of a sudden they're not paying attention anymore, or they're feeling second guesses, or da 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 da, self-sabotaging. It's like, yeah, because now you're chasing them. They want to pursue you. They want to add something to your life. If they're not adding anything to your life or doing anything to you, a lot of people, specifically masculines, don't feel useful anymore. So it's like, why am I here if you can do everything for yourself? A lot of masculines, specifically providers too, always have that point of view where it's like, if I'm not filling some sort of void, if I'm not serving a value, I'm not going to be here. And that's just the conservative energy of the masculine. You know, if they're not useful, if they're not needed, they're going to choose to conserve their energy. They don't have the womb, the portal of creation and infinite possibilities, you know. So they really don't navigate the same way. They're much more cut and dry, much more likely to stop feeding something all of their energy because they even less don't have like an infinite amount of energy to give. So just know that, remember that. We have the 8 of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Sorry, 8 of Wands in reverse. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. So you may be really impatient at this time and self-sabotaging. Try not to go for cheap thrills. We got the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. You may be investing in things that aren't doing anything for you, or things that you don't have to do. Like, I'm tapping into someone that's almost feeling upset, like, dang, I got this work done and I'm not even getting any more attention. And Spirit is kind of saying, you know, I never told you that you had to get that work done in order to be more attractive or to have more options. What I was telling you is to surrender to your inner high priestess. So it's just a time to try to buckle down as best as you can, at least, and do what Spirit is calling you to do. And what that really feels like is everything to do with your unconscious, your subconscious, your intuition, and finding comfort, you know, where you are. We have the Six of Cups, so there's also an energy of an opportunity coming back around. If you're someone who already had your whale, you know, you already had your person, but you had experienced some sort of delay or they walked away. We have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck and the Six of Cups, so it looks like they are going to be spinning the block, offering to provide for you again. Oh, Death card in reverse under that. Absolutely. That's a message for someone. You already had a provider before and they're coming back. Maybe you self-sabotaged it. You were too much. You started to chase them. You started to make things easier for them. You know, I'm telling you, When Helping Hurts. There's literally a book and I recommend you read it. It's called When Helping Hurts, but it's all about like, you feel like you're making things easier for another person, but it's like, if they've already dedicated their lives and their being to making your life easier, if you take that away from them, they no longer have any purpose in your life, so they're going to go. And I think that, especially as feminines, we kind of think like, no, everyone is this like infinite waterfall of love like I am. And it's like they're physically not, but they're also mentally not. And, you know, everyone's just unlike you. So even with the, you know, most feminine of feminines, they may not, you know, resonate with something. So we have the Queen of Swords. I feel like Spirit is trying to soften you up. Also, Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Three of Cups in reverse. Not leading with your value and not leading with being the life of the party. Allowing yourself to sit back to attract people towards you. Three of Cups in reverse is like you may have been working too hard to put yourself out there, to make yourself available. So you put yourself on dating apps, or you've been, you know, going to bars and meeting different people, but you're not having positive experiences or people aren't respecting you. Spirit is saying again, these are things that you're looking at Spirit like, Spirit, you need to make this better. You need to fix this. And Spirit is looking at you like, I never told you to be there. So there's nothing for me to fix. There's no karma that's going to play out in your favor because you've done it to yourself. So getting out of your own way. Three of Cups in reverse, getting out of the mix. Stop trying to be like the biggest conversationalist, the most interesting person, or the entertainer, because it's just giving gesture. Like, it's not giving, let me come towards you. It's giving, this is our nightly entertainment. Like, and you don't deserve that. You don't deserve to be the gesture. You don't deserve to be the entertainment. And we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Like Spirit is saying, oftentimes you lead Queen of Swords like with, this is my value, this is what I have to give. And Spirit is saying like, I don't want that for you. Or that may not be in alignment with this kind of relationship. So that may be why you have been hitting a wall, because if people are coming in to provide for you, they don't need to know what you bring to the table. If anything, that's making it seem like, oh, so you're good then. So I need to keep looking, because these people are looking to add value to someone's life. So if they don't have any way that they can add value, they're going to keep going. And yes, they will be with someone that does have space in their life, or at least makes them feel like they're adding value. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like Spirit is really telling you to focus on like your artistic pursuits and other things that you have going on in your life that can add value, make you happy, and keep you entertained for the time being, so this can come in on its own. And we have Listen to Only Love. It says, don't allow fear to distract you from your divine mission. So also continuing on your own divine mission and not completely changing yourself so that you can be in alignment with, you know, someone else, allowing that to come to you. We got New Project at the bottom of the deck. So this would definitely be a good time to invest in yourself in that way, to start on a new project, just to kind of keep you busy. Because again, this is manifesting completely outside of your control. So you just have to allow it. And yeah, that's what I got for you, Group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. I also offer custom spell work on there, manifestation candles. And yeah, that is what I have for you. I'll talk to you soon.